Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create the Sweave bracelet created by MDL_looms on Instagram. I have a couple other hook designs from him on my channel as well. This is a hook design, but I did also convert it to the loom, so you can find that down below in the link. I uploaded it at the same time as I'm uploading this one. So this bracelet takes about 116 bands total. And the breakdown of that is 41 of the green border, 38 of this gray pink, and 37 of the white and black in the middle. I will definitely have that stuff down below for you if you need to go back to it. And I do recommend a double-ended hook. If you don't have one, a regular hook will work. It's just going to be a little harder. So with that being said, also grab one C-clip and let's get started. To get started, you're going to want to have your hook. I'm using my double-ended hook, and we're going to choose the border color, which is the green on this bracelet, but I'm going to use brown. And we're going to start with a basic cat band, so just wrap that around twice on your hook like that. We're going to pull the first one through the entire cat band, and you're going to pick up the second part of the cat band and then close it off. Keep it in that order. You're going to grab your next brown border band, and we're going to pull this through the first two. You're going to skip the first, pick up the second, and close it off. And the beginning does start a little different, and then the pattern starts. So I'll let you know when that happens. But for now, we're going to slide this down and turn it around. You're going to want to choose whatever color you want for where my pink is. And I'm going to use this pale pink, but it kind of looks white, so I might just call it white. Before we pull anything through, we need to pick up this side of the cat band to get it back on our hook. So remove the first band that's on your hook and pick that up. Close it back off. You need everything to stay in this order. This next part is the trickiest part because we're going to be picking up this band after we go through it, and it kind of wants to fall out of order. So you need to do it a little quickly. We're going to be going through 4 bands and picking up the second and fourth. So as I just said, we're going to pull this through the first 4. We're going to skip the first, pick up the second, skip the third, and pick up the fourth, which is the outside band, and close it off. It will sit like that. And now we need to do some rearranging. So we need to swap the outside 2 bands because we want this border to sit on the outside. So now we are going to go to the color where the white is in this bracelet. And I'm going to use turquoise. So we are going to pull this through the first 2. And then we're going to pick up the second band, so the outside one, and then close it off. We need to rearrange the outside 2 so that the border sits on the outside. And this is going to sit a little bit weird. So just don't mind that for now. And now we're going to go back to the color that we used right here. So that's white for me. I'm just going to call this white. And we're going to pull this through the first 4. And then we're going to pick up the second, third, and fourth. So go through these first 4. Skip the first one closest to your hook. Pick up the second, third, and fourth, which is all of the rest of them, and close it off. We need to do a little bit of rearranging. So we're going to flip the border band right here. It's wanting to tuck in there, but it's right there to the outside. This is how it should be sitting. You want to make sure that your turquoise U band is sitting in the middle. Push it down to the other end, turn it around. We're going to grab our border color, which is my brown. And we're going to pull this through the first 5. We're going to reclaim the third band and then close it off. And we just finished one whole section. You will now start to see the pattern, and we're going to start that all over again. So we will always start the section with, I'm going to call it a U band. It reminds me of like a sideways U. So the turquoise will be our first one. This bracelet has 3 steps. So this will be step 1 and the start of the bracelet. So we will bring this through the first 2. We're going to pick up the second band, which is the outside band. Close it off. We're going to rearrange the outside too so that the border sits on the outside. This always kind of falls over it, but you can pretty much ignore that right now. You just need to know that when we do the next step, we need to be picking up all 3 of those. So we're going to go to our second color, which is my white. And we're going to pull this through the first 4. We're going to skip the first, and we're going to pick up the second, third, and fourth, and then close it off. See how these are a little bit out of order? We want the U band to be sitting in here. So I'm going to make sure that that is there. And now we need to rearrange the outside too. We always want the border to sit on the outside. So I'm just going to bring my border out like that. Make sure it's sitting like so. And now we can slide it down and turn it around. I like to just hold my finger here so that things stay in order because that is very important for this bracelet. And for our last step, we're going to grab our border and we're going to pull this through all 5. I'm sorry, the first 5. We're going to pick up the third band and then close it off. And now we're at the start of the bracelet again. So we will start with our turquoise band, or whatever you used for your U, and we will go through the first 2. Skip the first, pick up the second, close it off. We're going to rearrange the outside 2. So it's sitting like that. We're going to grab our second color that we chose. We're going to pull that through the first 4. We're going to skip the first, and we're going to pick up the second, third, and fourth. Close it off. Make sure your U band is sitting in the center. If it is, you're good to go ahead and rearrange the outside too so that the border sits on the outside. Make sure it stays like that, and then you can slide it down, turn it around. And now we will pull our border band through, which is our last step of this section. We will pull this through the first 5. Skip the first 2, pick up the third, and close it off. And we're going to repeat that over and over again. We are going to start with the turquoise. So we will bring this through the first 2. We're going to skip the first, pick up the outside band, and close it off. We will rearrange so that the border sits on the outside. We will go to our second color, which is my white. We're going to pull this through the first 4. Mine got a little twisted there. We're going to skip the first, pick up the second, third, and fourth, and close it off. We need to rearrange the outside too, but make sure that your turquoise is sitting in the center before you rearrange these 2. Should be sitting like that. We will slide it down to the other end, turn it around, grab your border color. We will pull this through the first 5. We will skip the first 2, pick up the third, and close it off. We are at the start of our section again, so I will continue without giving instructions, and you guys can follow along and keep repeating. I will make sure to have a timestamp showing you where to go back to so you can keep making the same steps over and over again. And we will keep doing this until your bracelet is long enough to fit around your wrist. Okay, you guys, so go ahead and keep repeating those instructions from the timestamp. And when your bracelet is long enough to fit around your wrist, and you're at the start of the section again, which is right here, all you're going to do to close it up is pull one band through all of the bands that are on your hook right now. Close it off, bring both ends together, add your C-clip, and that is it. That is how you create the Sweave bracelet created by MDL_looms on Instagram. Make sure to check him out and give him a follow. You can see his other cool designs. Also, give a thumbs up to this video if you guys like this design. You can also find the Loom version on my channel as well, and I'll have that linked below. So I do appreciate you watching another video, and I'll see you really soon at my next tutorial. Thanks, guys. Bye.